Funny how everything turned out, is it not? To think I'd find myself in Night Raid's headquarters. To think I'd find myself a part of the Revolutionary Army. It's quite the change of pace, I'd say. Oh no, you're very correct, for the better, but even so. If you had told me about 2 years ago that I would be where I am now, I think I would have killed you on the spot. There is some irony to it, I do suppose. Hypocritical, even. All that aside, though, dare I comment on the fact that it was so easy for me to just switch sides? Oh yes, the talk that I had with Najenda was quite interesting. I see that look in your eye. Relax, Snowflake. Albeit we were former lovers, Najenda and I are no more. Oh, indeed. She seems to have taken interest in another member here. I know her. I like to think that I've known her. Back when I had figured out she was a traitor, well, there was still hints of love there, but what could I do? Well, more like what I did. Do you suppose she let me in so easily because she was scared to lose another eye? Perhaps her arm? I'm only jesting. Do relax. I don't plan on tearing this group apart from the inside out. I'm not that cowardly. Not cowardly, period. So, what's my plan? Well, it's more what the Revolutionary Army's plan is. Last I checked, they needed to get more Taigu users. Capture more Imperial arms. It gives us a better chance against the Empire. How we stand now, well, now that I'm here, I say that our odds are at least 90 out of 80. Oh yes, there's a high guarantee. With strong individuals such as myself. Snowflake, let me ask you something. Of course. Let me ask you this. Are you aware of how many blood-type Taigus there are? Yes, Imperial arms. Recorded, well, there's only one. Do you know what that is? Fancy. Nice to see you're still intelligent. One too many glasses of wine will do you in, darling. Even so, dear. Blood-type Imperial arms aren't common. As far as we're aware, there's only mine, and that would be the demon's extract. Which, as you very well know, it's quite literally warped my body. A human freezer. The Snow Queen, the Ice Queen. The Ice Witch. I've heard it all. It's fascinating what you hear when you walk the Imperial City. Despite how many people cower and run away, or try and bury their nose in yesterday's newspaper. It's interesting, but alas, not anymore. Well, back to my former topic. Blood types aren't common due to one sole reason: the insanity that comes with it. Not many people can withstand the voices. Once upon a time. Oh, indeed. This Imperial Arms tried to take me whole. I wouldn't let that happen. I'm stronger than it. Therefore, we've bonded. Your Imperial Arms is interesting unto itself, darling, but I still don't think it's quite suited for you. You can do better. Even so, what you've been given can be built upon. Your potential is far more than your weapon. If all you care to do is rely on your Imperial Arms to get by, well, you're dead in the water. Trust me, I've seen you battle enough. The fact that we're here now, well, you can improve. Clearly, I don't have much to worry about anymore. My mission, so you've heard. Well, I'm to be a double. Oh, indeed. It's quite lovely to have an inside scoop as to what the Empire plans on doing. Even so, there isn't much that they can do. Not that I would allow anyways. The Jaegers were meant to go out and dispatch Night Raid when we heard of them. Most of our missions dealt with Night Raid. Well, perhaps I send the Jaegers on false missions. Give them other targets to deal with. It's not difficult to keep them occupied. And perhaps even over time, some of them may come and join us. But of course, I wouldn't ask that of them. The Empire holds meaning to all of them, just as it held meaning to me. Well, it did. Yes. Well, when I spoke with Najenda, some of the information that she had, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. No. Snowflake, are you aware of the massacre that the Northern Tribe took part in? Which one? Valid point, valid point. Not when I massacred them. Are you aware of the fact that they took my entire clan out? The Pardis clan. Yes. I was quite young back then. Yes. I had gone out hunting for a danger beast. Planned on bringing it home. I was so excited to show my father my catch. The chance to simply say, "Look, Father, I did this all by myself." But instead, when I came back, I was met with fire. The smell of rotting flesh. All of my former colleagues, associates, people that called me family, they were all dead. The Northern Tribe did that. But Najenda told me that someone at the Empire wanted the Pardis clan dead. Something about the territory. How it would further the war along. The empire that I fought for. The empire that I stood beside. When I find out who called that hit on my clan, oh, it'll be hell on earth. They will know what pain is. They will know what suffering is. They will know of all the pain that they put me through. My family, my clan, they were not weak. They were blindsided, vexingly so. But what could have been done? Our numbers were so thin compared to the northern tribe. I'm not making excuses for my clan, but someone wanted them dead, and they wanted them dead for a reason. And that alone is enough for me to keep fighting this stupid war. Oh, I don't care for the politics that apply to it. And there's so much more to it, Snowflake. So much more. But this was quite the game changer when Najenda told me. I don't know how it feels. When I was a child, I'd simply thought that, well, we were just unlucky. And that the tribe wanted us dead for the sake of our territory, and that was that. But no. Now knowing that all of those sleepless nights, thinking that thought over and over, and that they all had meant nothing. That it was all wrong. It changes things. Even if I don't know how to feel about it quite yet, plenty has changed knowing this fact. And the Empire will suffer. And that's just how it will go. Precisely. How long have you been with Night Raid? I'm not a fool. I knew from the start. Well, perhaps not from the start, but when I came home to you and bars, well, something had told me on the ride here. Well, the ride there. Something had just told me that a tragedy was going to occur. But instead of letting a tragedy occur, well, I took you out with me. I made sure that you were fine. Snowflake, when I say it, I mean it, that I love you. And I might not understand love to the extent that most of our colleagues do. And I might not even understand it enough to know what the future may hold for us. But I know enough that the thought of losing you, just as I had lost my clan, my family, it scares me. And not a lot of things do. Nothing scares me. Well, yes, I suppose you're right. And that could be true. Well, I suppose we'll never know. Better that we didn't find what would have became of you if I had left you back with the Empire. If I had chosen to stay there myself, being blinded and brainwashed simply for the sake of power. Don't get me wrong. Anybody that I think needs to die will die. I already told Magenta this. Nitrate wouldn't dare lay a finger on me. Try as they may like, the only person here that stands a chance is Akame. Well, when you're trained to be an assassin from such a young age, her and I quite share that, in a sense. She to be an assassin, myself a cold-blooded killer. A hunter. If you look at it, both of those things aren't too far off. She gets a target, she goes off to kill them. I spot prey, I go off to kill it. We were born into the mindset of being killers. And if not born into it, well, it shaped us. We had to learn one way or another. That's simply how it is. Pitiful in its own, but what could we do? After all, we were just children. I never thought about it like that. Indeed, I guess I do view it very nonchalantly. That's just my life, traumatizing as it might be. There's plenty to unbox, but perhaps another time. Well, sleeping does sound nice. I have to leave early in the morning, else the Empire will wonder what's become of me. It's nice that Nitrate's base is so close. Worrisome, but you guys have hidden here for quite some time. Gone under my radar. It's impressive, but I never thought I'd say that. Regardless, sleep is in order. You look exhausted, dear. You poor, poor thing. Training sessions running you ragged. Well, your muscles coming in nicely. They're so tender, darling. Well, Bulat is right. Indeed. He was in the military once upon a time as well. You should indeed massage your muscles. And do you want me to give you a massage? Only by candlelight. Well, that's naughty, don't you think? Perhaps my head is in the gutter. Oh no. What are you going to do about it? Those are some big words you have to live up to, Snowflake. Alright then. Well, my little traitor, let's see what becomes of us.